you are not yet subscribed to the Amplify X-Ray YouTube channel or following us on Twitch, please be sure to hit that button before boarding the flight. Thank you.
This is a security announcement. For passengers, please make sure they have their belongings on them at all times. Any unattended baggage will be taken by police and destroyed.
This is a security announcement. Please ensure all chat replies are polite and respectful. Amplify X-Ray will be shortly departing. Please ensure all your snacks and drinks are firmly placed on the tray table in front of you, and please get ready for an enjoyable stream. Thank you. If you are not yet subscribed to the Amplify X-Ray YouTube channel or following us on Twitch, please be sure to hit that button before boarding the flight. Thank you.
This is a security announcement. For passengers, please make sure they have their belongings on them at all times. Any unattended baggage will be taken by police and destroyed.
This is a security announcement. Please ensure all chat replies are polite and respectful. 5XO is shortly departing. Please ensure your snacks and drinks are firmly placed on the tray table in front of you, and please get ready for an enjoyable stream. Thank you. If you are not yet subscribed to the AMP5XO YouTube channel or following us on Twitch, please be sure to hit that button before boarding the flight. Thank you.
This is a security announcement. For passengers, please make sure they have their belongings on them at all times. Any unattended baggage will be taken by police and destroyed.
This is a security announcement. Please ensure all chat replies are polite and respectful. Ladies and gentlemen, AMP5XO is shortly departing. Please ensure your snacks and drinks are firmly placed on the tray table in front of you, and please get ready for an enjoyable stream. Thank you. If you are not yet subscribed to the AMP5XO YouTube channel or following us on Twitch, please be sure to hit that button before boarding the flight. Thank you.
This is a security announcement. For passengers, please make sure they have their belongings on them at all times. Any unattended baggage will be taken by police and destroyed.
This is a security announcement. Please ensure all chat replies are polite and respectful. 5XO is shortly departing. Please ensure your snacks and drinks are firmly placed on the tray table in front of you, and please get ready for an enjoyable stream. Thank you. If you are not yet subscribed to the AMP5XO YouTube channel or following us on Twitch, please be sure to hit that button before boarding the flight. Thank you.
This is a security announcement. For passengers, please make sure they have their belongings on them at all times. Any unattended baggage will be taken by police and destroyed.
This is a security announcement. Please ensure all chat replies are polite and respectful. Ladies and gentlemen, AMP5XO is shortly departing. Please ensure your snacks and drinks are firmly placed on the tray table in front of you, and please get ready for an enjoyable stream. Thank you.
Alrighty, guys and girls, welcome back to the stream. Hope we're doing well. Welcome back. Oh, guys, it's been ages since I've streamed the Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's good to see a few of you in here. I'm also on Twitch at the moment, I think, so I've got a few people in there as well. Got a couple of people in the other lounges. Guys, it's great to see you. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, haven't done a live flight for ages. I mean, I barely remember the last time I actually did it. I think the last flight we did live was actually an American flight. But, oh gosh, yeah, I can't even remember it now. But, oh, guys, it's so good to be back in doing live streams for you guys on Flight Simulators. There's going to be loads to come. There's been loads of updates for Microsoft Flight Simulator since the last time I properly played it on the channel. And obviously, there's been a few videos out recently. And as Stu says, our first summer flight. Yes, indeed, it is our first summer flight. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Looking forward to it, really. A few people currently just DMing me. I'm just going to make sure I get back to them quickly. And, yeah, we'll get on our way. So, a flight down from Gibraltar to Ibiza this evening. A nice, warm summer's flight. Should be really good. It's about an hour's journey time. Make sure we're going to go in here in a second to make sure the clock's set up. And we'll get the aircraft all prepped, and then we'll go on our way. So, guys, obviously, in live streams, this is your chance to really connect with me and ask me questions directly about the channel. So, feel free to type in chat. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We should probably start getting some stuff ready. And we'll get on our way. So our cruise today is not 35,000 feet. Good God, no. So let's start correcting some things up in here. Our cruise today, I believe, is 30,000 feet. So let's just get that sorted out. And flight time will upgrade. We'll update that in a second. And Esther's in here as well. She's ready to go. Lovely stuff. Hey Esther, hope you're doing well. Yeah, lovely. Right, we'll get ready to get our move on. Lovely. Right, let's just not waste any time really, and let's at least get the aircraft powered up. I'm also using a reshader pack today, guys. So the visuals in the game look amazing, and I've also had a lot of performance tweaks to make this look as good as possible. So yeah, just look at that. It looks incredible, doesn't it? This Vueling skin as well looks amazing. And obviously the Gibraltar scenery is default, but running at this frame rate, it looks absolutely incredible. If the stream looks good, by the way, guys, make sure you type that in chat just so I know that I'm not streaming on like 4 pixels, because that's nobody really wants to see that. But hey ho, anyway, let's just let's get some things ready. We'll get our nav and logos ready to go, and we'll start by turning the batteries on. Lovely stuff. And it comes to life. We'll turn the sounds up a bit for you guys so you can hear it nice and loud. And then we'll make sure we get everything in the clock sorted out as well in a second. Right, we'll turn these on. No smoking signs and seatbelt signs can come on. Don't need to worry about any of that. We're not going to waste too much time. We'll get the APU started pretty sharpish. We'll get some INS first. That's a good idea. ILS, not INS. That's fighter jet terminology. In the cabin, just let them know we're ready. And we'll start some APU. Right, we'll get the flight pad going. Flight pad, rather. And we'll get the flight plan all programmed in a second as well. Let's get these screens turned up. It should be a really nice flight. We're on live weather today, so it is pretty damn warm. QNH is on 1010. It's pretty damn warm down here. 35 degrees. That's pretty damn nice. We've got a heat wave coming to the UK, which is nice. Obviously, I didn't want to fly to the UK today. I've been doing loads of flights in and out of Gatwick recently, and that's main thing you see in the channel is flights out of Gatwick or into Gatwick, mainly because it's my home airport and I absolutely love flying there. So it's something a bit different today, a bit of an island hopper. Right, let's get some packs connected, get some baggage as well, and we will get on our way. Right, while the ILS is coming together, let's brighten up this MCDU a bit. Let's start programming our flight plan a bit. Lovely. We don't need to worry about that. Right, cruise today is at 30,000 feet. It's not the longest of flights, but yeah, 30,000 should be about right. We're doing an initial to 20, and we'll see where we are when we get to 20,000. And then if we need to carry on up to cruise, we'll carry on up. Because we're not on VATSIM today. I know I've got VATSIM in the title, but we're not actually on VATSIM. The traffic, there's just no traffic on today, so we would have been in Unicom the whole way anyway. So it doesn't really matter today. Right, what does matter though is our transition today is not 6, it's 8,000. That's 80,000, there we go. Transition out is 8,000 today. V1 speed is at 126, VR at 27, and V2 at 31. Brilliant, yep. We'll take flaps 1 for takeoff, and we'll do a manual takeoff, so we don't need to worry about the flex. Make sure everything in here is good. Cost index is 22. Everything else looking pretty dandy. We will have to put up our ILS frequency in. We'll do that when we're at cruise, I think. Don't need to worry about it just yet. Put our 0 fuel weight in here. And everything else is more or less done. Because I imported a flight plan from Simbrief today. And also, we've got to taxi down that end and then turn ourselves around to take off. So, that will be fun. Right, let's go to the planning mode and just step through here quickly. It's a pretty short flight plan today, but it should be pretty good, and that's our ILS. Yep, everything looks really good in here. Let's just go back to the beginning of the flight plan. Lovely. More or less set up on that front then, and we can start turning some more of these systems on. We'll lock the cabin door, and we'll start the APU. Right. Let's hope you're doing well, guys. Yeah, long time since last time I did a stream in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously, there'll be way more to come in the future. We'll be on VATSIM, so there's that to look forward to. And good gosh, this shader looks incredible. There is a point where flight simulators are getting way too visually realistic, and it's just so damn pleasing to look at. God, yeah, look at that. It sounds, it looks, everything is great. Everything is fantastic. Right, APU is on. We can come off ground power. We'll get some AC going. We'll turn this up just in case. All these switches are currently set correctly. We'll ding the cabin, let them know we're ready for departure. We'll go to the engine start screen. Everything in here looks good. What we'll do is we'll call for tug. And we'll turn our beacon lights on. And we'll get ready to push back. Lovely stuff. Okay, there he comes. Nice and slowly. Gosh, yeah, looks great. This skin as well, this livery for the aircraft looks really good as well. It's really high quality. It's one of the 4K texture ones, I think. And it looks absolutely fantastic. Right, let's just set up here. Tug is connected. We will get ready to go in a second. We're just going to set an initial to 20,000 feet. Actually, scratch that. Let's go with the actual chart. We don't need to, but let's go with it. So initial climb to 9,000, and then we'll see where we get to, and then we'll climb up to 30 when we're ready. Lovely. We are ready for pushback. Let's start engine 2, release the parking brake, and push back. And we're going to push round to the left is what we're going to do. God, that looks amazing. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Alrighty. Knowing when to turn left is a good question, though. We'll probably... I mean, because there's no grass, so we don't really need to worry about falling over. We'll probably start that right turnabout now. And then we'll just line ourselves up in a second. Right, engine 2 is coming to life. It is available. Starting engine 1. Lovely, and the tug has taken us all the way back to the taxi line, which is really, really helpful. That's a new system. I didn't actually even realise that the tug does. Right, we'll stop our pushback about here, and we will release the tug. Park brake on. There he goes. Right, taxi light can come to on. We'll need to turn our strobes on in a second, actually, because we'll put it to auto for a moment. And then we'll make sure that's all fully set in a moment when we head around to the corner. Right, engines are coming on. We'll take flaps 1. Looking really good. Fantastic. Alrighty. Both engines are available. Start switch can come off. Flaps 1 is set. Taxi light is on. We are ready to taxi. Alrighty. Let's just turn this up. I just noticed it's the one screen I have not brought to life. There we are. Lovely. Alright, we'll taxi the runway, which is literally just this next left. So we need to go all the way down to the end and turn ourselves around, and then we're taking off in the other direction. Lovely, looking good. If you're just joining the stream now, we're just about to taxi onto the runway here in Gibraltar. Speaking of which, let's just hold short for a second and get these strobe lights on. There we are. Okay, let's go. Feels quite heavy, this aircraft now. honestly, Fly-by-Wire have been doing such a great job with the upgraded A320, and obviously we got our new A320 coming soon. We got the payware version that was just announced, I think, a couple of days ago. That sounds really damn good. That's was that the CO version? Yeah, it's a CO, isn't it? And it looks, from what we see from early screenshots, it looks really promising, and that's going to be a fully study level aircraft. It's our first fully study level aircraft actually coming to the sim, which is really damn cool. So I'm really excited to see that. Well, I'm going to get down here, turn ourselves around, and come back. What we'll do is we will turn our landing lights on. Our wing light can come on. APU can come off now. Leaving the cabin ready for departure. We'll set the auto brake to max, and I've just oh no, I didn't do it. Never mind. Yeah, apart from that, we are fully ready for takeoff, which is really nice. Good. I'm just taking in this scenery at the moment. Even though I've flown out of Gibraltar quite a few times down the sim, with the new shader, it just makes the game look completely different. And I'm running everything at high settings now. I found some really weird little tweaks you can do in all the settings across Windows, and I'll try and make a video on it when I can. But I looked at all the settings as a whole, and after spending weeks playing with settings, we finally got found a really good setting that works on the sim. Right, let's take ourselves out here and spin ourselves around. I'm not going to follow that taxi line because that looks like it takes me way too close to the edge. Right, we'll spin ourselves around. Hopefully the frame rate can keep up. Lovely, and we'll do a brakes on power up, and then we'll get airborne. Right, looks good. Alright, we'll put our brakes on here for a second then, and we'll start to spoil up and get on our way to Ibiza. Right, oh actually no, hold on, before we do that, we need to set the clock in here so we're not landing in 43 minutes at all. So let me do this quickly. Landing time, I believe, for us will be about probably about past. Upgrade that a bit, maybe a bit longer. There we go. Alright, lovely stuff. We are ready to get on our way. So let's hold manual brakes. Park brake is released. 50%. Release the brakes. 100% and toga. I've got to watch that wind coming off the side of the mountain as well. So we will feel that when we go around. There's 100 knots. Level stick. 120 V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. So long. Gosh, that looks nice. Oh, there we go. Camera's freaking out. Right, goodbye Gibraltar. We'll take this a little bit further out on the radar so we can see everything. And over to autopilot. And, oh, squawk mode Charlie. There we are. Right, we'll bring our thrust levers to climb. And we will bring the flaps up. Lovely. So far, so good. $3,000 going through the clouds now. Gosh, look at that. That looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, lovely stuff. Okay, we'll open the tap up on here. Our landing lights come off shortly. What we'll do is we will now take our climb up. I will turn this on. We'll take our climb up to about 25,000 now. There we are. Pressing the right button might be useful. And we'll turn some more music up in a second as well. For those of you just joining, we've just taken off out of Gibraltar on our way to Ibiza now. Yeah, looking good so far. Gosh. Gosh, frame rate, A. B, look how gorgeous that is. I would love to fly into Gibraltar in the real world. Or into Ibiza, both in fact. I want to go to both. Right, landing lights can retract. We need to set the QNH in a second. Wing light can come off. In the cabin, seatbelt signs will come off momentarily. We'll wait to flip this any second. There we go, QNH. And seatbelt signs can come off. Lovely, the hard part's done. Gosh, look how amazing that looks. When we make the left turn, that's also going to look even more incredible. We're over the sea most of the journey, and then yeah. All right, passing 10,000. Do some closure checks. That can be disarmed. It's in. Thruster set to climb. Flight plan is looking good. Everything else looks and is set appropriately. In the cabin, they can start their in-flight drink service. And we will need to check a couple things ready for our descent in about 20 minutes' time. But apart from that, guys, we're looking really good. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do that. Your name will pop up in a nice big yellow box. So yeah, doing really well. Plezo is in here. He says, hello, he's subbed. Thanks so much, man, for the sub. Really appreciate that, man. Hopefully it's come up. I'm not sure. My stream elements are really tacky at the moment. If it hasn't popped up, guy, man, thank you so much. Yeah, it means the world. How smells? Well, I don't know about that. It's a little bit on the edge. Right, there goes our left turn. And while we do that, we will look at some things for our arrival into Ibiza. So, we're landing at runway 24, aren't we? Yeah, ILS 24. Okay, I need to just quickly find what the frequency is for that. Usually you would be able to do it in the FMC. For some reason, when I do it, it gives me the wrong one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my handy chart and go to Ibiza. ILS 24. Frequency is on. Well, it says 109.5 and also says 101.10. I'm gonna guess the I'm just looking for the recurring number. Come on, give me a clear one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so frequency lock is on 109.5. So we'll make sure that we put that in here quickly in the radio nav. 109.5. Lovely stuff. Go back to the flight plan. Brilliant. Okay, up to 25. What we'll do is we'll go up to about 30,000. And jobs are good. I've just noticed my screens are really crystal clear, and it's also impacting my frame rate, so let's just turn that down quickly. And the refresh rate, there we go. I always have it on low. It's more realistic anyway, but Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, my frames are like, I've just got another like 5 to 10 frames there. I'm going to Ibiza to stream. And are you on VATSIM? No, I'm not on VATSIM at the moment. I was going to do this flight initially on VATSIM, and then I looked at all the traffic, and all I would have done would be on Unicom the whole way. So I thought I'd save myself the hassle and just fly in offline mode. But we will be doing a VATSIM flight very, very soon. Soon? That's a word. We'll be doing a VATSIM flight soon, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, everything else is looking really good. Lovely. I want to find out why these stream elements aren't working. Because I can see a few other people who are subs to the channel, yeah, their names don't come up, and it's really aggravating because it's just, YouTube is a nightmare. There really is no other way to put it. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this music up a little bit. Not too loud, but loud enough so I can hear it nicely. Lovely. Nothing really to do now, but just to sit back and relax and cruise. Obviously, if we were on VATSIM, we'd have to worry about control and everything. In this case, we don't really have to, so... Just in case really sitting back and relaxing, and any questions now that you want to ask, you can go for it, because I am all yours for the better part of 30, 35 minutes-ish. I'd say about that. It's only about a 10 to 15 minute approach. Ash is here, guys. Hey Ash, how you doing? Just hello Alpha, much love, your favourite. It's really good to see you, Ash. It's been a little while, obviously, since we were doing the last live stream, but it's good to see you, man. So yeah. Right, I think... is it worth going to 35,000? 35,000? What the hell am I on about? 30,000 is what I said, isn't it? We'll open the tap up the whole way quickly. Yeah, 30,000 is about right. I should probably go 32, why not? Really want to catch that tailwind to speed us up. It's also worth noting that I'm using a add-on scenery for Ibiza as well to make it look good. It's an enhancement scenery, and it makes it just look that extra bit greater. Good gosh, look at that. I am loving this freestyle shader. It looks great. It just really brings the colour out into the sim, because the problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator as a standard, it has this really weird sort of brown foil over it, and it really dries all the colours out, and that's not what it looks like in the real world. Get rid of these little coffee cups. Actually, you know what? You can, the co-pilot can be starved of coffee, but I get my coffee. Lol. Speaking of which, I should also say that we might get another shared cockpit flight going, and I will also make a tutorial on how that works shortly. Also worth mentioning that as of the end of next week, honestly, the beginning of next week, I will be away for the better part of a month, so there will be some videos coming out over that time that will be pre-made, but it will be out pretty soon. And oh my gosh, Rosari's in here. Wow, this museum is huge. Oh, I know, man. I love it. It's great. It's really good to see that you're taking some interest in some natural history. To those of you who don't know, Rosari doesn't like flight simulators. Anyway, it's good to see you, Raz. How you doing? Lovely. Right. Just to chill now. So also in the, what? No. Trying to open my baggage door or something. Anyway, right. So I can sync this, can't I? I do know in the latest version of NX, there is a new fly pad that comes with it. So I will make sure I upgrade to that and have a look at that in the next flight. In the meantime, yeah, because this all works now, doesn't it? In the new version. There's the dispatch board and sim brief board. nothing I don't really need to worry about. We'll just stay on that for the moment. And check our where we need to be. So at Varut, we need to be at flight level 100. So I'm guessing top of descent will be about just before Alt, I think, about here. Yeah, about Restu. That's probably our safe top of descent point, really. I really hope they add a top of descent marker on in NX, because gosh knows we could really use one. It's possible to do it without, especially on VATSIM. It's much easier because you usually have a controller that will descend you manually, and yeah. But for the moment, this does really nicely. Tell you what, can I just go to that view? Oh, I can as well. Trying to find a good like view just to sort of hold up in is hard. No, I don't want to do that. Go back. Well, that's good. Hey, look at that. Right, lovely. I can just sort of pay attention here. Say, is that Rate the Goaters in here? Hey man, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's also worth me asking at this point, what do you guys want to see more of? Is it more VATSIM flights, more solo flights, or just some more general airport reviews and stuff like that? Because I haven't done an airport review in a very long time. A lot of you were asking me to go back and do these large review videos. I have spoken about it previously on other live streams and other videos. The issue with making videos like that now is there's just so much content to have a look at, and it's very hard to sort of pick and choose what I put on review and what I don't. But I will make one shortly, sort of going over some of the more standout mods that have been coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator recently. There are quite a few now. But yeah, looks great. I'm saying there's a bit of a high wind turbulence up here. Gosh, look at that scenery. And the clouds, it just looks amazing. Another thing that, I think this is more of a Microsoft point. Other thing that they need to sort out is the SimConnect issue that we have in Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. Because whenever you connect to VATSIM, and you want to be at, I'd say, a fair sort of level of FPS and quality in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it does get broken pretty quickly, and you do have but you usually max around 30 FPS, and that's on sort of low to mid settings, which can be very problematic. So I hope they get that sorted out, because obviously when I want to record a VATSIM flight, I'm running OBS, I'm running VATSIM, I'm running vPilot, I'm running Volanta, and then I'm running the sim. It's quite a lot for my computer to handle, and it does get very hot, and it does start to struggle a little bit. But for the most part, it does pretty well. I want to go back to that view I had a minute ago. Oh, there we go. No! Go forward. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. It looks amazing. Right, let me just quickly do something in my stream board here. And upgrade this. I hope the quality looks good, by the way. Type in chat if the quality looks good and the audio quality is alright. I'm trying to stream at the highest quality possible. Obviously, it is quite difficult. And to those of you just joining, hope you're doing well. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the stream. What I am going to do is quickly going to go to my lovely iPad over here and just turn it up, just make sure I can check myself. Yeah, there we go. Double up voice, because who doesn't like that? Right, it is 17:53 now. Should be landing around 6:30-ish. Just after, I think. Probably around probably closer to 6:45. Is sort of the time we will be landing. In that time, grab your snacks and your drinks. Oh wow, coming through those high-level clouds looks amazing. I don't know what I did to my settings, but I've been playing around with them so much recently that it's completely just changed how the game works, and now I can run Microsoft Flight Simulator high and ultra almost in everything, which is what it should be able to do, as I do run an RTX 2070 along with a Core i9. So, you know, it should be able to handle it without a problem, and now it seems to be doing so. And obviously with this FreeSync add-on, it just makes everything look just utterly incredible. Oh god, smash the mic, why don't I? Have a sip of that good old water. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for any flights in and around Europe area, please be sure to type that in chat as well, and I will be sure to check it out. Obviously, when flying on VATSIM, anyone else who flies on the VATSIM network, everybody always gets around a... I try to give people a heads up when I'm streaming. And obviously, if I'm streaming on VATSIM, you guys are more than welcome to come join me actually in VATSIM and do a community flight. So we'll get that sorted out soon as well. That should be fun. Rightio then. I'm going to actually I want to set this as a view because it just looks great. Let's have this just Command Control 6. Oh yeah, it looks good. Right, let's check the flight plan just to see where we actually are. What we'll do is... we'll fly direct to Retsu actually. We don't need to worry about all these other ones. So let's just go to direct. Retsu. Go. Lovely, and that will just take us on a slightly quicker route. Not much quicker, but slightly quicker. Speed is key. Gosh, yeah, look at that. Look how realistic that looks now. The bloom and the heat wave coming off the back. I'm not sure how realistic the heat is. I've seen that recently, and I never see that when I'm flying, but then again, it's not something I really look out for. Gosh, yeah, that looks amazing. Looking pretty damn good. I didn't realise we were over land for this long, actually. I thought we were going to be over the sea most of the time. Then again, we are sort of flying along the coast, so you can see the coast is, like, just there. So I'm guessing it's going to sort of just cut off fairly soon. Lovely. It's a bit of that high wind altitude. High wind altitude. Bit of that high altitude wind. Oh, love it when you get your words completely back to front and the sentence makes absolutely no sense. Just nothing like it. Right, what I am going to do is going to look into a couple of things as what is new with the latest version of NX. Obviously, there's the new fly pad. I'm not sure what else is too different in that sense. Let's have a look quickly. Fly-by-wire. A320. And let's just have a look at what's the latest on it. Did you see the symbol change log? I know there's a new thing they have now. Documentation, there we go. Is there any info on the latest? Can't find it. Let's go to GitHub quickly. Probably on there. And find a change log. Nope, can't find a change log. Oh well, we'll have a look at it later. I don't need to worry about that anymore. We'll just come in here. Lovely, look at that. Looks incredible. Right, let's just quickly look on the map. I just want to have a visualize where I'm going to be. Don't need to worry about GPS tracking. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it takes us over majority of the coast, and then only a short hop over. I thought it was going to take us out. I thought our flight plan took us out here, and then we sort of, you know, water trekked it over. But no, we are not doing that. All right, cool. Oh gosh, no, there we are. Once again, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any of the future live streams and content that comes out on the channel. There'll be plenty more coming. There's also got a new opener that you will see in the next video, which will probably be out either later tonight or tomorrow. And you'll be able to see that, as well as us on Twitch. Make sure you're on Twitch as well. Alpha5X on Twitch. We got that started only about a month ago. So make sure you go and have a look on there, and we stream on there occasionally. Not as much as we will be on YouTube. Obviously, YouTube is our main platform where we make everything. But yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for it. I just got a direct message saying, "Are you going back to Tarkov?" I'm not sure, man. Honestly, because I played quite a bit of Tarkov in the last wipe. You know, sort of on and off that. I made quite a few videos on Tarkov because I absolutely adore that game. It's absolutely great. Obviously, now it's a refreshed wipe. I need to take quite a bit of time to get my skills brushed up on there and go back. So I might go back to Tarkov at some point and make a couple of videos on it. But for the most part, I'm going to be coming back to Flight Simulation now because there's so much good news and new stuff with Microsoft Flight Simulator that it makes me really happy. And obviously, since learning how to fly on VATSIM, it's just another world of simulation, so I absolutely adore it. But there will be other bits and bobs coming out. There might be a couple other train sim things, and there will be some game reviews and other bits and bobs to look as well in the other sim community. So yeah, stay tuned for it. Lovely, I'm just going to check in here one more time. I've got no idea if you can hear the music that I'm listening to right now. It's probably... Is it loud enough? What I'll do is I'll turn it up a tiny bit more. That way it's probably a little bit more audible. There we go. Okie dokie. Don't need to worry about too much else, really, on the flight side of things. Obviously, when we get towards, we'll get a bit closer to Red Sea, we'll start to descend to 10,000. We need to make sure we hit that 10,000 marker. I'm just looking at the chart now. We need to make sure we hit that 10,000 marker, otherwise we will have to do a loop, and I don't really want to loop round because it will just burn the fuel that we don't really have. We're pretty light today. Obviously, we had speed to take off out Gibraltar, but yeah, we need to just make sure it's all good. Right, let's change this music. What we got? We got Viking music. Have to say, some good old Viking music, like medieval music, does sound pretty damn cool. I absolutely love it. That's another thing, actually, like in making films, and people have asked me, what did I do? How come my editing skills are so high? I used to go to film school, so and I absolutely adored making these little short, quick edits. So most of the high quality snaps that you sometimes see at the beginning of videos, it all comes from that, and I absolutely adore music when I make stuff. So yeah. Right, we're going to be at Red Sea pretty soon, about 5 minutes time, and then we'll make sure we program the descent, and we'll probably do a managed descent. I should probably do manually. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It depends. The A320's built-in managed descent system is quite extreme. It does sort of like to just nose plunge down to the given altitude, and you don't really need to do that. You can just sort of hold a steady stream of altitude, and then yeah, what we do about, let's say 1,500 to 2,000 feet per minute is probably a decent descending profile, because usually when the A320 descends itself, it usually descends at a horrible 2,500 to 3,000 feet per minute. And obviously, if you're something like 100 nautical miles out, you're going to be at your altitude in about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And it's kind of ridiculous. You don't need to descend that fast. Everybody's ears in the back will just be bleeding. Damn, I'm digging this Viking music. I'm just on the YouTube creators music system right now, and I'm just like clicking through things, and I'm just like finding all these really long but really cool to sort of no copyright music stands. They're kind of cool. Guarantee I'll get a copyright issue though, even with something that's copyright free. It seems to happen more often than none. Alrighty, we are approaching Red Sea, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this music down a tiny bit, and jump back into the flight deck, and we'll start getting ready to descend. Right, we've got to go to 10,000, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for selected now, and make sure we just hold this for a second, and bring it down to 10,000 feet. Let's go for 2,000 initial descent profile. Oh, come on. God, it really just is a nightmare. Come on, descend. I want this. Yes. Come on, you angry thing. Let me have manual descent. Why does it not let me do this? Come on. Manual descent mode. There we go. Oh, I thought about it for a second. There we go. 2,000 feet per minute will do. And we make sure we don't descend too fast. And we'll get rid of the map briefly. And we'll just bring everything in. What we'll do is also we're going to manage our speed, just bring it back to 260, just so we don't go too fast. We are actually pretty high, 120 nautical miles. That's probably about right. As long as we're about 20,000 by the time we've just passed Alt, we'll be fine. We'll go for a slightly steeper rate of descent. It shouldn't make too much of a difference, but it's always worth being safe. Better safe than sorry, as it were. Right. Ding the cabin, let them know we are on our descent. Gosh. I keep going back to the wing views because it just looks amazing. I also got these sort of outer views that look kind of cool. It's probably one of the winners though, that one. Right. Okay, passing flight level 280 in a second. What we're going to do is we're going to punch out some speed brake, just to make sure we don't absolutely fly through. And just start to slow ourselves down a bit. What is this music? Skip to the next one. As I have no idea what I'm listening to. And if you're just joining us, guys, we're just starting our descent into Ibiza now. Oh, yes, there's the edge. And then we're just going to curve around to the island, I guess. Yeah. Alright, we can bring our speed brakes back up. And we are going to make our altitude, which is really good. So what we'll do is we can speed ourselves back up a bit so we can get there a bit quicker. So we'll go to 280. And that's about 10 to 20 mile difference in between from our last waypoint to the beginning of the star. And then once it's at 4,000, once it's below 4,000 by the time we're at IB 700. So if we're at 10,000 there, that's again quite a steep rate of descent. So what we'll probably do is we'll go for, it is a minus flight level, so we've got to be below 10,000. So we'll go for 9,000, I think. It's probably a safe bet. Alrighty. Looking good. And we are at 20,000, which is good. What we're going to do is we can ease off on our descent a little bit. We'll just go 2,000. It's pretty decent. God, look how good that scenery is. I think I've got the photogrammetry on as well at the moment, so it just adds that extra level of realism. I wish it didn't blur the textures as much. I don't think there's really a fix around that. It's sort of a way of the game coping with the level of detail. It's not so much an issue, especially when you're flying at this level. You're not going to look down and see every tiny detail in a house. But it's something that Microsoft Flight Simulator, like, you know, okay, like this over here, what is clearly a factory, for example. Something like that could have some kind of a 3D element. Because these look pretty damn 3D. That doesn't. That looks like a PMG just slapped on the sea, which is pretty much what that is. But everything else looks... Oh, it just looks incredible. Yeah, it's things like these mountains as well that could do a bit more of a spike. And they load in the closer you get to them. You see they just sort of jump. But, yeah, minor details, really. Minor details. Right, I'm gonna shut up the Viking music for a moment and get something a little bit more upbeat on. What do we have? Not gaming music. No, that's not. That's gonna give me the copyright strike of the century. Upbeat. What does this do? Oh no, not, apart from give me an ad for Premiere Pro, which I already have. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, dig this music. This is good. I like that. Right. We're on a great descending path right now. We're going to reduce that rate of descent a tiny bit more to 1,800 now. And we're just sort of going to cruise this last 4,000, well, 5,000 down. What we got to do is make sure we slow down enough by the time we're at Varid so that when we hit the star, everything will be at a good speed level. It's always very annoying when you're at a perfect altitude but you're going too fast. It's usually down to how you've managed your descent more than anything else. That should be a landing challenge for me, land in this view. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to do it. I would quite like to like, what's that? Oh, it's just a field. I thought it was like, it looked like a big, like, flat dome to me. I was like, what does that look like? It's kind of crazy. Ah, I'd say flying in this part of the world, you do get a very hot summer vibe. It's a big port as well, look at that. Oh, so what airport's that then? I don't know, I have to look at that on there in a little while. Actually, I can look at the map. What am I talking about? That's not the map, that's the weather forecast. That's a map. It's Ramu. Oh no. Lille. No idea what that airport is in the real world, but hey ho. Someone could tell me probably. Stu says don't land in Ibiza, it's going into the amber list the next week. Well, it's a little bit late for me to turn around at this point, I think. Actually, there's an airport just below me. What should I do? Nosedive? Give me a bet. Yeah, it's very unfortunate at the moment with all the COVID situation. It is slowly getting better, or at least so we are told it's getting better. I'm not sure how much I believe that, really. But, yeah, countries going in and out of green and red and amber. I don't know, it's different everywhere, so I don't know. Hopefully, within the foreseeable future, though, it will all be going away and we'll be able to fly to our favourite destinations without wearing masks and feeling absolutely terrified for our lives. So, yeah. Right, I didn't realise, but we've actually descended almost too well. What we'll do is we'll hold 11,000 for a little while, and then we'll get below 10 shortly, because we've still got about 60 miles to run. And just swell back up to 280. Need to get these wing views sorted out a bit better. Alright, when we get to about 40 nautical miles from Valor, we'll start descending just to below 10,000, and then we'll make sure everything is programmed and ready for the arrival. Let's check now into descent data. It is already in. News cruise altitude, no, negative. Something the A320 tends to do on arrival is always tends to want a vector, wants me to go to vector mode, which is a bit odd, but hopefully that won't happen. If it does, we may have an issue. Apart from that, we're looking good. If you're just joining us, guys, we're about to land in Ibiza pretty soon. Where are we on the time schedule? About 15 minutes away. Probably less, to be honest. In fact, yeah, we're probably on about... Oh, no, 15 minutes is probably about right. Vibe. So if anyone else wants to get anyone else in here for the landing, go ahead and do that now. Let them know. We're about 10 to 15 minutes away from touchdown. So, yeah. Well, 10 to 15 minutes from short final, at least. And then I'm going to probably end the stream after we've logged off and everything is shut down on the aircraft. And I'm probably going to be jumping on BatSim to record a video for tomorrow. And then there will probably be another live stream later in the week. And then a couple more videos will come out. And then I'll be going dormant for about a month while I'm away. And then yeah, we'll be back to business as normal after that. Make sure you keep those suggestions coming in, guys. Make sure you tell me what you want to see in the future, what more flights, TS, anything really you want to see on the simulations channel. Make sure you tell me what it is, and we'll see if we can get that done. Well, there we go. Not far now. We'll start that descent profile again. We'll go for 1,000. And we'll probably start trailing that speed back a bit now as well. Just so we got... because we probably want to punch flaps 1 around here. Because when we make that turn, we're going to shed a lot of speed, and then we're going to have... It's quite a short approach into Ibiza. Long runway though, which is nice. What we'll do is we'll get things set up. We'll set the auto brakes to low. Speed brakes are armed. Flaps are in. Engines, don't need to worry about anything about that. Lights will come on shortly. What we'll do is we're doing the cabin. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts for landing. Don't need to worry about anti-ice. Everything else is set appropriately, and then landing lights will come on in about 5 minutes time when we get just past this waypoint. Actually, we'll put landing lights on about here. So I think it's at 6,000. Seeing F-14B content would be cool. Yeah, well, there is plenty of that coming. I know exactly who you are, and yeah, obviously we will be jumping in the F-14 Tomcat and DCS pretty soon. Expect a few videos on that. It was very generously gifted to me by Tristan, who you've seen in a couple other videos. Yeah, obviously we will be doing a Tomcat showcase in both situations and a review on that. So be sure to keep an eye out for that video when it comes out, probably in the next month or so. Should be good. Right, we're coming through to standard pressure now. Let's go ahead and go back to the Q&H. And we'll be holding 9,000 for a little while. And we'll start trailing the speed back again to 260. Actually, no, we don't need to do that yet. We'll keep about here. Just to really keep us on schedule. We're about 10 minutes from short final now. Flight Generation says, damn, busted. Yep. Didn't think you'd get away with that, did you? What I am going to do is I'm going to turn this music down a bit so I can concentrate in a minute. I'm just looking at the charts on my other screen at the moment just to make sure that I've got all the appropriate landing data. Obviously, if we're on ATC, we would be vectored at this point. But, yeah, for the most part, we'll just stick to the flight plan, I think. Right, can we see Ibiza yet? I don't think we can. I think it's just there somewhere, just under those clouds. Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's further off to our right. What am I talking about? I appear to have lost Ibiza. Oh no, hold on a second. Is it trying to load over here? Oh, well, it will in a moment at least. Let's hope so. There's this god-awful music. Bit more sunnery. Summary. There we go, English. Flight Generation says, good luck with the landing. Got to do a couple NCR reports. Oh man, have a good day. Hope to see you soon. Going to speed this up a little bit more so we can just really get to where we need to get going. I'll bring the radar back into about 40 nautical miles now. And we will start a slow descent to about, to about 4,000. Okay. Doesn't seem to like that. Please, let me. Please let me. Please. Please. Why are you refusing to comply? Why? Give me my vertical speed back. Oh, it's because we're already at 9,000, that's why. When your brain just doesn't work. Okay, no, now it really is just not giving it to me. Let me give this flight plan thingy, please. Jesus Christ, come on, select. Good. There we go. Got there in the end. We'll just keep a very slow descent for the moment, as we only have to do about 4,000 feet, which is not much at all. Alex Lloyd says, I'm just here to watch you with the landing. It's going to be a buttery landing. I mark my words, it will be buttery. I have to say the landing I did into Gatwick and the was it the previous video I did on the VATSIM? The landing into Gatwick there was probably my best landing in terms of smoothness, probably ever. It was for the shocking frame rate, it was surprisingly smooth. I expected it to just like ram that into the floor. That's the other thing when flying on VATSIM is you don't want to be the one who holds up all the traffic by having to do a go around. So you sort of in the mentality of I'm going to land this whether you like it or not. Well, we can make that right turn in a minute. We'll turn our landing lights on now. There we go. Skip. There we go. Tanker's in here. Hey Tank, how you doing? It's nice to see you getting back into flight sim. Yeah, never really left flight sims. Just sort of had a long gap from them because Microsoft Flight Simulator wound me up to the point where I just didn't want to play it anymore, and it was just getting so angry with how everything was going with it. And then obviously it started to pick up. I had a few improvement updates and some world updates, and then I started learning on VATSIM. And then, yeah, sort of came back to it slowly, and now I've got loads of flights sorted and ready for you. Obviously, you can see that it's running pretty damn smooth now, and pretty much high everything textures, so everything looks really good. So yeah, I'm happy to be back in flight sims as well now. It's really good to be back. What am I listening to? Alright. Okay, landing lights are all on. Everything else is set, more or less. This is all good. What we'll do is we can actually maintain this speed for a fair while, and then when we pass IBID, we need to start throttling back to below 220 knots. Surely we can see Ibiza. Ah, yeah, there we are. There it is. Unless there's another island off here, in which case I'm blind. Now that's it there. And the airport is this side, so I guess we're flipping around and coming back over? Something like that. Or he's hoping at least, something like that. Tank says you need to hit me up when you get DCS, or when you do DCS. Yeah, man, definitely, it will do. We fly DCS occasionally, not too often, but we just recently got gifted a F-14B. So we will be doing a few flights in that. So if you want to join on a few flights, definitely hit me up with a DM and we'll get that done. And if you're just joining us now on the stream, guys, we're just coming in to land in Ibiza pretty shortly. We are running a tiny bit behind schedule, not too long. Then again, I did set the clock on this thing, so that at the top where it says flight time remaining, or it says flight time, I need to put remaining after that. It's counting down from 3 minutes now. When that changes, it should say landing soon. So there's that fun fact. Tank says he doesn't fly the F-14, but he does do the F-16. Yeah, the 16's a really fun plane to fly. I used to fly at a friend's house quite a lot. On a friend's laptop, it was really great fun. I don't actually own it because I had to. I've got my own PC now, and everything was reset, and pretty much start from scratch. But yeah, I will. If I get the F-16 at some point, I'll definitely do a video on that. Shiv 612 is in here, guys. Says hello, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, honestly, man, Tanker. Yeah, the F-14 it is hard to get your head around. It's a very complex aircraft with its radars and weapon systems, but you know, gonna learn that. It should be really good fun. Right, coming to 4,000 feet now. Not far at all. Just need to make sure we're below the altitude restrictions we're at. So we're actually going to hold 4,000 until Gilsu, and then we're at 3,000 and we're on the ILS anyway. What we'll do is we'll turn the landing system on now so we don't forget. We have got an ILS signal, which is good. And Cadler is in here. Hey man, how you doing? He says, oh, drinks ready for arrival. You betcha, man. There'll be loads of drinks upon arrival. It's a very drunk island, I bet. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Lovely. Flight's been pretty damn painless so far. And obviously with today in the UK, we've got some gorgeous weather. It's really nice and warm. We've got that heat wave coming up, so pretty damn happy with that. Just getting that depth of field effect in. Alright, lovely. Looks like we will be landing with a slight head crosswind. It's nothing too drastic, I guess, but we just need to keep an eye on that and make sure that the weather doesn't change too drastically. Right. Oh. Where are you trying to take us? No, no, no. We want to go direct upland, please. I don't know why the flight plan does that occasionally. It sort of just it erases where you should be going and sort of plots a direct route to the runway. I don't know why it does that. It's really strange. Right, anyway, let's get this speed now down all the way to about 200. It'll take us quite a while to slow down to that, but by the time we get there, we should be I don't know. We're making good. It's coming down pretty nicely. What we'll do is we'll set 3,000, so we're ready to descend to that in a minute. Hopefully the flight plan doesn't want to take us back off track. It's very weird. I don't know why it does that. If you know why that does that, it'd be bad. Kava says, good weather, but yet stays inside. Oh, come on, man. Go outside. It's lovely weather. I say sitting in here, flying in a flight sim and virtual weather. It's a bit hypocritical, I guess, but hey ho, I can do what I want. Guess you can too. But, God, no, yeah, I will be going out into the sunny evening after this. Grab a pint because it is absolutely beautiful. Maybe sit in the garden for a little while. Alright, 220 knots or less is the speed restriction here. What we're going to do is we're going to punch flaps 1. And we'll hold 2,000. Why? What is it doing? What is with this flight plan? Okay. Really isn't happy. I don't really want to have to vector myself in. Oh god, okay, no, it looks like I am going to have to vector myself in. Why are you doing this to me, plane? Okay, let's fly direct Gelsu, come on. Stop trying to change the flight plan. If you know why the aircraft keeps wanting to change the directional heading, please let me know in the chat, because it's very peculiar. I don't really understand why it does that. It looks like we are going to have to actually vector ourselves off a tiny bit, because that is going to be too tight of a turn for us to make. So what we're going to do is we're going to descend to 3,000 now. We'll select that altitude and we'll just do a 1,000 feet per minute. And we'll throttle back to about 180 now. Or 175 is probably a safer bet because it's going to take us a little while to slow us down. Alright, let the aircraft sort of slow itself down. And we're going to turn this music off so we can concentrate what's going on. So we get all the sights and sounds in. Go ahead and take flaps 2. And we'll hold at 180 knots. I've just noticed where the glide slope's going to be. What we'll do is we'll go 2,000 actually. That's much safer than whatever the aircraft initially wants us to descend to, because it looks like we're actually, it says 3,000, but it looks like we're actually above the glide slope at 3,000, even though we are quite a way off. In fact, what we'll do, we'll be ready for 2,000, and we'll just hold here for a moment. And what we'll do is we're going to vector ourselves off slightly. That way we won't have too much of an issue when we make that turn back round. Lovely stuff. It's getting a little bit turbulent. Right, put your ratings in now. What do you think the landing's going to be? Is it going to be 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10? Go around. Actually, I shouldn't say that on final, should I? Probably going to bring me some bad luck, but hey-ho. Right, ding the cabin. We are ready for landing. Going to make that right turn. There's the runway down there. What we'll do is when we get a little bit further out, we will we'll hit the lock in a second. Right, I'm going to give it back over to the actual heading now. I want to see what it does. Is it going to go full right? No, it's going to take us back to the flight plan, okay. Very interesting. Hopefully it will take us back out to the left a bit as well. Right, not far to go now. We're going to start to flip ourselves back around in a second, and then the runway's down there, I believe. Alright, what we'll do is we're going to arm the localizer now. We've got the Cat 3 signal, fantastic. And we're going to go around to lock onto the localizer. We'll start bringing that speed down. 160 knots. Looking good. Sweet, we're coming into the localizer in a second. You can see it's sort of creeping its way away, and then it's going to creep itself back in a second. I think I've just made visual. Is that the runway down there? Yep, visual on the runway. There it is. And then we're getting a little bit closer. We'll arm the approach. I've just noticed in my stream elements that actually has a different name in there, which is kind of funny. It just says 30,000 feet now. I'm random. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Oh, is it? Is it that bad? It's just having a little moment. The trim. Okay, it's gonna sort of left turn us in a second, I think. Oh, there's a bit of a bump. There we go. It's just slightly tilting the wing. Alright, we have lock. What we'll go do now is arm the approach. Wait for the glide. Woohoo. Easy on. The aircraft's actually wanting to descend us. No, thank you. Please just hold this for a moment until we get to the glide. Flaps 3. And we'll put our gear down in a second as well. Okay, please hold to the glide. Glide slope captured. Gear down. I'll take flaps full in a minute as well. So far, so good. I'll go flaps full. And we'll be ready to take manual at the moment. Let's make sure we bring our speed back to a decent point. I think 140s are probably a decent landing speed. Okay, it's my speed now. We'll go ahead and take manual control. No beep beep, that was interesting. $1,000 now. Just going to chase that glide slope a little bit more. go. Make sure we don't go too far out of the localizer as well. Obviously, I'm on visual approach now, but it's always good to stay on the glide and the localizer as much as possible, even in manual. Let's just straighten this up a bit now. Oh, I've got the callouts muted, that's why. That's my bad. I'll have to correct that in the next video. I forgot about that. I muted them because they were going crazy in a replay that I was trying to do. There's that crosswind. 300 feet. $200, continue. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, and retard. Ho ho ho! Butter, if I do say so myself. Reverses out. Diesel. Go manual braking and we can take this high speed off. Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ibiza. Lovely stuff. That was a brilliant landing. Right, spoilers in, retract, everything else. Landing lights come off, taxi light on, wing light off, strobe lights off, start the APU. Bing the cabin. And we'll go find ourselves a gate. Lovely. That was a fantastic flight. That was really, really painless. What we'll do is we'll taxi down here and I'll take a left. I should really have my chart up actually for this airport, but doesn't really matter for this case. There's no ATC to really scream at me. Right. Start cleaning everything up. Take the auto brakes off. Don't know why they didn't release them automatically. There we go. That will stop spazzing out. Brilliant! Oh god, I hope you've enjoyed that flight. That was really good fun. I really like that. I'm definitely gonna do that bad. Royal Tank says not bad, and Shiv says 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'll take that. And I have to remember to unmute the callouts. Right. I think we've already got a designated parking spot. We'll have to look out for our marshal. He'll have some cones, hopefully. There's another building development going on here as well. Right, I believe where that catering truck is where we have been designated to park. Just slow down a little bit. APU should be available now. Oh, frame rate's having a time as well. Is he standing there? Yes, he is. Okay, we'll just slow ourselves down a bit here. What we'll do is we'll turn the taxi light off so we don't blind him. I'm going to go to this new view that we set to park in. That way I'll be able to actually see him. Is the marshal standing there? See when we get a bit closer. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, didn't mean to stop that. Keep going. I'm just going to creep it into position. Lovely stuff. Engines can come off. Seatbelt sign off. Beacons off. Thank you very much. Continue. Beacons off. Ding dong. Lovely stuff. Well, we made it. That was a brilliant flight. Right, we'll go to ground. Get some packs, we'll get some baggage, and we'll get some catering. Oh, there we go, catering. Wonderful. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that flight. That was really good for me. I absolutely loved that. Beacons are all off, wings are all off, everything else is off. Good. We'll stay on APU power. We don't need to go to ground. Yeah, wonderful. I might have to do a return flight of that actually to Gibraltar at some other time, because that was really damn picturesque. Why can't I move my mouse? There we go. What we'll do is we'll go to a different camera. Probably go to showcase. That's probably the best one, isn't it? Yeah. Take that down and that zoom level in a tiny bit. Right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was great. It was a really good flight. What we'll do is we'll go to the sort of ground marshal and just say hello to him quickly. Hello, mate. Get on his level and bring that speed a little bit forward so we can sort of just walk around the plane. Alright, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. If you've got any other suggestions, make sure you link that down below, and we'll be sure to have a look at it. See if we can get that flight done as soon as we can. As soon as possible, rather. So, yeah, make sure if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any of our notifications when we're live streaming or when other videos come out. Guys, apart from that, that's all I've got to say. Thank you so much for watching, and... yeah, we will see you next time. Goodbye.